What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my OceanBlock Let's Play for episode 16. A couple of things have been added. So first, I mean, you might notice this whole section over there, but we also have an Endercell here, a Niotic one, attached to our reactor, which is still doing great. I just filled it back up because we're actually using a decent amount of power right now. You can see that number going down. That's, quite a bit of FE per tick, and that's because we have 4 fluid extractors going on here that all use 500 every 3 seconds or so. So 2000 FE every 3 seconds, because we're trying to make latex, which is in this tank right here, which was being sent down to the latex processing unit to get us plastic, because I needed plastic to make the plant machines up top, which we'll show you. I've also upgraded my little energizing rods here to 2 of the Niotic ones, the diamond, and then these 2 are the energizing ones, which is the blaze rod ones. I decided to stop at those guys because it was getting too expensive to go to the diamond ones, so I did a couple of things to try to solve that, because I was realizing I'm really low on diamonds for someone who probably shouldn't be low on diamonds. So I made a couple more diamond plants. Well, real quick, let me explain what this Endercell is here. This Endercell is the thing that gives us wireless energy. So every cell that you have, Endercell, gives you another channel to basically send energy out to wirelessly. So right now we're only sending out to channel 1 because I only got 1 of these, and this thing can hold 10 million FE alongside this guy, which holds 4 million at the top, but it really doesn't matter because it just will always keep it topped off. And these are not that expensive for us right now. Even the Niotic one only was like 4 Endercell, which, by the way, I learned that if you have JEI set to synchronized 2-way, it doesn't matter where you type stuff, it searches both. The Niotic one, because these guys don't do anything outside of just transfer power wirelessly, they need batteries to go inside of them to actually give them anything to actually output. So we only needed 4 of the Niotic crystals, which is just 1 diamond and 300,000 power each in our energizing system over there. And that got us that, and then we made a energy cell. Yeah, an energy cell, which I think we made, yeah, this one, the blazing one, because it's 10 million. Because this thing needs power, or needs what is it, batteries to go inside of it. So here, let me make one, which I also realized if you can't move everything over and you get these blue ones, you can control click to request the auto crafting of that if you have the recipe available in your system. Nope, this one. So if we take this one has 1 million total capacity. We could bring it over to this guy, and then I believe we actually, no, you shift click it in. So I'm holding shift, then left click, and it adds it to the total power that it can hold. I don't think that we really need more than 11 million right now, because we don't have anything that bursts that badly. If anything, maybe this side of things, because these guys hold 800,000 each, or these ones hold 1.5 million to do these crafts. That's about it. I've also had to change up this part of it too, because the signal wasn't appropriate for that Niotic ones. So if we ask it to do 1, well, I guess 2 would be to show the problem, but if we do 1, it sends it out. It wasn't giving it enough power to stop it for the next craft. So I've added another repeater here to go around like that. I've done this in the past with wireless redstone stuff, Never had to use vanilla redstone, so I think that's why it kind of confused me. Also, with the latest update, we have facades now for refined storage, which I don't think was a thing for a long time, or it's just something I never realized was a thing. So we were able to hide some cables. Like, yeah, right here, there's a line of cables that go over here as a importer on the latex processing unit. And then because we have a wireless power system now on one channel, we can use our ender gates, which is these little guys here. And these little guys just receive power from wherever and deposit it anywhere else. And I needed water for this thing, so we made another electric pump right here to use the water from my brewing stand. And that's how we were getting plastic. And right now I've turned it off because I need excess latex here. And after these are done, I'm going to let them idle, because we'll need this latex for the dissolution chamber to make all the other fancy shit. So there's that. I've added the 1K storage disk, which is technically 1,000,000 spots, so don't care about space anymore. I don't know if I've ever had a system with this much space in it, so I think we're going to have a hard time filling this up. So we're going to be going up top and clearing out all those chests. What other thing? Oh, I made a blazing crop crystal, which is the for all the blazing stuff in Powa that uses blaze rods for. It makes these blazing crystals, which we use for everything in that tier, which we need. So it's all done now via a plant, so we don't have to use our blaze rods for it, because this was the recipe to make them, and I was like, oh, just 4 blaze rods to give us a plant that'll give us an infinite amount of these blazing crystals, which we have 1.2 thousand, and we get 3 every time we do it. Yeah, count me in. Super easy. So I did that, and so that's what that drawer is. I think this was cobalt from before. But then, yeah, we have 12,000. What is was Inferium? That's what I forgot the name of it. So that's doing good. Our diamond is at 2,000. Actually, that might be. Okay, yeah, I did give it an upgrade. Great. Okay, I was gonna say that might be getting close, because I think 2048 is what it is, bog standard. What else? We got another plant going. I think I've mentioned that before. Up top, I finally got my plant thing going. I showed you guys the way this works. So it's exactly like how I planned it out, except for this is not a 7x7. No, it is a 7x7. It's not a 9x9, because I kind of wanted a walkway around it. And personally, I don't think that we need more than this anyways, because it's doing well already. And this thing has a byproduct of sludge that I've moved into a singularity tank, because I was like, you never know when you're going to need that resource. I don't think that it is actually used for anything. Sludge. As far as I'm aware, it's not used for anything. You could put it in a fluid encapsulator and just put it back into a bucket. Yeah. It's literally a garbage output. So I think actually what I might do, we'll keep this, right? But I believe we have a fluid trash can. Whoop. Liquid trash can. And I think we could just pipe it directly into there. Yep. And so now that's just throwing out all the sludge. I don't think it used to be where if you had a full thing of sludge here, it would lock up the machine, so you had to get rid of it. It doesn't seem to be the reason anymore. So under here, because I needed a way to get access to this machine and the underside of this one, which has wireless power, as you can tell. You get 4 gates per recipe, so I'm using 2 here and 2 down below. There's the other one. So it is currently set up to do Inferium in 4 slots, Diamond in 3, Blazing Crystals, and Nether Quartz Seeds. Obviously, there's plenty of room to grow here. Like, we can move these around and get rid of a Diamond Seed. Excuse me. I have no idea why I'm yawning so much. I've had a long day. I'm recording this at the end of a day and like right before we leave for vacation because I'm like, I gotta bank a couple of these. That way we don't go without a day or 2 of content. So, excuse me while I yawn periodically. So yeah, we can replace these diamonds with any other one. I've started storing my seeds down here because why not, you know? So there's a external storage bus down here with a 20 priority. Yeah. Which is the same as my other drawer system. And then I have a chest at the very end of the line because this is the pipe that pulls all the items out of the gatherer. So this is going to pull seeds, the essences, and the fertilizer. But it's going to try to put it inside of this drawer system first, which all of these are locked, except for the ones with seeds. So it's going to drop the seeds off here and put all the rest in this chest, which is going to get imported via an importer straight into our system. And this line just goes directly under where my Energizer system is. It was actually really nice. It's like right there. And then this fancy little guy, because I'm sure you're wondering, what's this cool little purple thingy here? This is something I saw off of Dyer's Let's Play, where these are called item transporters. I've used these before. I want to say that the real purpose of using these is that there's no limit to how much they can transport or something like that, or like they can transport stuff at a crazy high speed. So for some packs where you need to like compact octuple compressed cobblestone or something, you would use these to transfer stuff in between because they were cheaper. It was the cheapest option to move the most amount of items. So you'll see there's 10 seeds in here, and if I take out 10 seeds, 10 more get filled up. And you can see them kind of flying through there. They're really tiny. But if you put 2 of these, and the only limitation with these item transports is that it has to be within 1 block of placing it. So you can't do this a long distance. It has to be like right next to it. And then it makes this little beam like that. And then you just click in the middle to be like the receiving end. So this one isn't clicked in, but this one is. And if I click on, or if I right click on this, I have it set to whitelist and to regulate mode. And then I tell it to keep 10 of these seeds or 10 of these items in whatever inventory it's attached to at all times. So if I ever miss seeds, it always keeps 10. So if I take out all of these, it's going to transfer 10 of all these seeds back into it. And it's always going to keep 10, which is just so good because this sort of interaction where it's like, just keep this amount of things in this chest is a really hard interaction to figure out. And that item makes it super, super, super easy. So I just have a little basement underneath that thing. And then I moved my seed thing, altar wheel up to the top because we won't use this as often. So might as well just keep it up top and not worry about it. And then eventually I kind of want to put like a glass dome, or I don't know. There will be a top to this. Maybe I'll make it look like a tree or something because this is kind of like my plant area. I just haven't yet because I'm kind of like back and forth on like how everything's going to end up. So yeah, let's actually real quick while we're up here. We'll just break all these and open up our wireless system. And we'll just toss all of these items. Hey, that is not your boat, dude. You just think you own the place, huh? Yeah. That's right. It feels so nice to actually like clear up the top side of the island, you know? Now that we have like a really decent storage setup and all of these things. What's in here? Flux core stuff. Yeah, and there's like a bunch of stuff that I've like been wondering where it was, like my blessed earth. Some of my scuba suit stuff. Maybe not so much the rest of the stuff. I mean, we could probably use our black hole unit stuff for things, but I think it's probably better just to use those like way later on when we can upgrade them all the way. For like, I don't know. We'll figure out something to use them in. And this isn't even going to put a dent into our actual storage system. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna do this. Oh. Oh, and we're out of energy. Shit. All right, another thing. I want to do our wireless energy. Oh shit. Upgrade today too. That'll keep our stuff charged. So although it doesn't take very long to charge this, I am losing charge on it. Every time I transfer an item, I believe it uses charge. So all these interactions and like opening it up uses a little bit, but then like moving stuff also uses like a little bit. So, oh, sheepsy. I guess I probably didn't have the precursor to it. That was probably what's going on there. And these guys. Break these guys down too. And all of you, I think, can probably stay in here for now because I'm kind of using it back and forth. So it's also not stuff that we desperately need in our system. Where are you? You. Ooh, nice Nautilus shell. Did you steal that from my chest? You're not allowed to do that. Alright, and I think we could probably go over here and actually empty out these chests too. I don't necessarily want to move the... what is it? The equipment through? Because the equipment... Oh. And we don't need the arrows. It's fine. The equipment is just going to take up unnecessary space in our system. So going to try to avoid putting those in my inventory. Actually, can I just put all that stuff here? Alright. So I do want like all of our ender pearls in there because actually we need to create our own ender pearl seed or something because right now we're just kind of getting them through this way where we should be getting them through a renewable way. That's my bow. I was gonna say that looked like a good bow. Of course, it's my bow. I'm gonna put this trident in the system though. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. I don't know if the wireless crafting grid works off of just like not necessarily the stack amount, but rather just that you've made a transfer, which is how I believe that it works. Like you just need to have made a transfer regardless of the item amount, and that's what uses the energy. And then you are just going to probably stay there for a while I figure out like a way to pull these enchants off of you. Because there is a way. There's a Enchantment Extractor from Industrial Foregoing, which is not super expensive, but we need an advanced machine frame, which is going to use netherite scrap and then pink slime. Pink slime's like a whole other thing, so I'm like, I'll deal with you later. So there we go. Our island's slowly getting better. Got a lot of dust. We don't have a way of getting dirt, I've realized. Or rather, I just need to run an auto hammer to make dirt for a while and then just put that dirt in there. But this guy, by the way, has been doing great. Like, it's so good. The Supremium farmland did take a lot, but it's only 1 per dirt, and this was going to be my main thing anyways, so until we upgrade our farmland to Insanium, which I don't think... Oh, it does have a farmland. There is an Insanium farmland, which is 4 Supremium each. A little whiles away, I think, from that. Until we do that, this will be the same, and then any other farmland, because I might do more of these. Just so we have like banks of like 3x3s or whatever it is. I think maybe it's 2x2s. I don't know how it decides how many to put on. Just for the rest of the stuff. But right now, we're really sitting pretty with what we have. So the main thing I want to do is I want to create, what is it? It was the gas seeds, I think. Yeah, because gas seeds gives us gas essence, which we can use to make gas tiers, right? Well, to do that, we need a soulium base, but we also need the soul jars for gas, right? So each one of these is going to take us a little while to fill if we were to do it in the nether, which was going to take ages. But we've secured ourselves an actual spawner. So what that spawner means is that all we got to do now is create a cage for the gas. But it has to be in like an explosion proof box, which with gas it's not a large explosion, so we could use anything. We could just use stone because they can't blast your stone, but it will catch things on fire. So what we need to do is use a fire protection potion, and create some sort of tube or tunnel or something for them to spawn in. So I'm thinking about converting this guy, hollowing it out, lowering the roof a little bit so I can attack him with the sword, and then just opening the box inside of this guy. It's either we do that or we take our... I never used this on a zombie when I had the chance to. Or use our mob imprisonment tool and the mob duplicator, wherever I did with that little guy. Did I put him in the chest here? Whoop. Yeah, there he is. So this gas plus this thing will spawn them right above this thing, which honestly is probably a better way to do it, because it puts the gas in the same spot every single time. And as long as we don't upgrade the radius of it, it's always going to put it right above that thing. But this mob duplicator requires essence, mob essence, this stuff right here, the fluid essence or fluid XP, aka mob essence stuff. It's all the same liquid. But we've transferred all of ours to solid gummy bears and stuff. And I can't think of a way without using that drain thing to transfer it back into a liquid and put it into a tank for us to use it. So I'm thinking that we might need to run this guy again. Maybe attach a trash can to it so it just gets rid of all the items. We don't need any more. We went through a whole day of that stuff. We don't need any more items from it. We don't need gear or enchants or anything. The only thing that we need is their essence. So I'm thinking maybe we reactivate this and just spawn a bunch of things in and collect a couple of tanks of their essence and use that to spawn the gas. Because, I mean, we need to set this system up anyways, right? But we're going to get rid of the mob masher and change it out for the mob grinder. Crusher? Yeah, mob crusher. Because we can upgrade the field of this to be much bigger and it'll take out whole waves of them at once. Like, we don't need to wait for them to get to this thing and then get chopped up. Although I don't think that we can upgrade the amount of essence we get out of them. It's just looting, which is whatever. Although beheading, that's not terrible, but I think we need heads for it. Oh, just helmets. You don't say. Getting mob heads actually wouldn't be a terrible play, because we can use these for a lot of stuff, like tons of recipes. Oh shit. That's one way of getting the soul extractor. Interesting. I didn't know about that. Okay. Good to know. Apparently lava plus a skeleton skull equals milk. That's the same colors, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. It's what do we do with this? Like, do we try to go for the I guess we don't really need the heads. I feel like we needed these for some other recipes. I don't remember. But anyways, I think we need to upgrade that. So I might make that a bigger building by next episode. Right now, we need to look up power again, because I want to do the wireless charging. So let's see. Starter, basic. Basic needs the starter. That one needs that one. Okay, so we do need to go up the line. Shit, that's right. Player aerial pearl. Oh wait, use an air. Yeah, on a zombie or a husk. Fuck. That's why that's why I had it. I forgot that's why I needed it. Okay, I'm gonna go find a zombie, I guess? How am I gonna find a zombie? Oh, I'm fighting her drowned. I gotta turn this thing back on. Damn it. This thing sucks. Okay. I'll put that dirt there. You can see my my expert plan here, where I put an entity conveyor to throw them onto this thing. That window I was using to snipe them when I was trying to get the soul jars with all the other stuff in them. I think it can't have sunlight touching it, I think is what the trick is. Because it like burns out super easily. Go over here, pop this guy. This was the window I was using, so basically, yeah, I'd do this. They'd get thrown over there and die. And then I'd have my bow and I would shoot them, because like, I figured if there was a mob on top of it, it wouldn't spawn anything new. So I would just sit here and shoot anything new that was up that wasn't what I wanted because my bow was really good. So I'll be back after I get a zombie, guys. Okay, and we're done. Ended up being a zombie villager. I don't think that I need to do another one of these. I also don't think that drowned count as zombies, which is kind of lame. Okay, so I busted a hole in the side here where I placed that dirt, and that shut it off. So I'm just gonna place torches back in there. Not that we need these items. All right, great. Now we can go create our wireless energy. I'll put the rest of this stuff in there, and then uses for this is literally only that thing. Great. So we're going to start. The requesting the thing is so good. And then this, we need more of these. That guy, and then we're gonna request those. And then, should we go up another one? I think actually we'll be fine with the blazing. So, we'll ask for 2 of those. Another one of that. And blazing. Great. All right. So, power. Now we need a player card. Which has a pretty awful look to it. Yeah. Ooh, dimensional. Use a binding card on an Enderman or an Endermite. Interesting. Okay. This, and I think we just right click. Oh, it's gotta be, I gotta make the actual card, Dwight. There we go. Now it's binded to me. And now this guy, we just throw on energy anywhere. So we could just place it right there. And it's being charged up. It's gonna hold 5 mil. So it's gonna turn this guy back on because, yeah, we are gonna drain that. And then we just throw our card in there, and that's it. That's all we do. So now, our little wireless crafting gear, there you go. You can see that it's already full. It's always going to stay full. And if we hold anything that needs power, so if we make like one of these energy cells or something and just hold it in our hands, it's going to charge up. Even machines, like if we had a machine to hold up, this thing is called an energy hopper. Yeah, there we go though. But you can see it's already storing tons of energy in there, which means that it's now not going to stack with the previous ones I have because it has a different MBT data, but it doesn't matter, you know? So, yeah, that's great. And that's one of the benefits of having one of these guys. Now, this is only going to work around here. I don't actually even know the radius. I would assume with the blazing version, the radius is going to be big enough for our island. But it's not going to be big enough for other dimensions. Holy cow. That's awesome. That's a lot of latex. Great. Fantastic. I thought having 4 of them would be kind of weird, but I don't think we actually use any power on these. Yeah. So we'll just turn these guys off so they're not trying to tick the world without it. And I'll let that go until it finishes it out. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. If you guys like it, hit that like button down below. Let me know your thoughts on everything down here. Let me know if I'm making a mistake with the gas thing. It's going to be too late, but we need to get it done. And yeah, I'll catch you guys for the next one. See ya.